gamingfreak.com. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at fittings. I'm going to look specifically at the Amarr Scout today, so I'm going to start with the prototype. It does look pretty cool. I personally think it's one of the cooler looking scouts, except for this bit at the back on the head, but otherwise it looks pretty cool. So the weapon I like to run with this purely because I love this weapon and I'm okay with it, is the Visium Scrambler rifle. The sidearm I like to use, I normally decide that later based on the fitting. Obviously I like to have the cloak. I've got cloak to 10, so it's always nice to have that. Then I've got the other equipment slot. I tend to run with a remote explosive in that slot. So there we go, remote explosive. Okay, so now for the tank, I like to run with an enhanced armor rep. Purely because then I can cloak, let some of my armor repair quietly, you know, when I'm not there. I have one complex armor plate. I have, I think it's one enhanced armor plate. And then from there, I like to put, I did try with a cardiac regulator. It's actually too much stamina, if there's such a thing. Sorry. But I also tried with a profile dampener, and it actually worked much better for me. I died a lot less. I also tried to fit with damage mods. Wasn't really worth it. So I've actually ended up going for shield extenders. I don't have complex right now, so I have a good pool left of Minmatar loyalty points, so I use those to right now anyway, just to test this fit and whatnot. Grenade wise, I'm a fan of the M1 because it fits quite nicely. Core would also be quite cool. So sidearm, here I like to use my toxin. I remember sidearm grenade. Sorry, is wrong. I tend to use a flux grenade for equipment, so I don't have to run up to the equipment and decloak. I can throw a grenade and cloak back up quickly if I need to. So this is the prototype suit I tend to use for the Amarr Scout. So far in testing, it's worked quite well for me. If you guys have any better fits or ideas that you'd like me to try out, I'll try them out, and then if they work well for me, I'll let you know. And if not, I will just be quiet about it, I guess. So yeah, that's the Amarr, the Scout ak.o. I'm just going to delete that fitting real quick because I've already got that done. So the next one obviously is the Advanced Scout. So I tend to follow a similar principle on that, in that I use essentially the same equipment and same fittings, except I downgrade it to enhanced. So this is more of a cost-effective suit if you're dying a lot, which I hope you're not if you're using prototype. So here we go, the enhanced versions of all the weapons. Keep the same SMG. I think I don't use a grenade though on this suit, so I just use enhanced shield extenders, the CRW-04 Scrambler. I use the enhanced armor rep, and then I use enhanced plates, I believe. And then I also use a complex profile dampener. It's probably the only complex item I use on this suit because it just has the most use, I think, in terms of not being seen. Then I put on the advanced or enhanced cloak, which is the ARN-18 cloak field. A remote explosive. Very similar to the prototype suit. You know, you could put proximities, but I don't fit a grenade on this suit because it just doesn't do well for me. You can try and replace, for example, it would be cool to replace the enhanced plate with a complex, but the CPU, perhaps if I level up some other skills for CPU, it might like light weaponry and sidearm weaponry, it might lower it, but I don't think it'll lower it by enough. Could be. I'll look into that later. But yeah, so that's that fit, which I'll delete again as well, as I've already got that. So one thing is I haven't actually used the standard version of this suit. I haven't used it yet, so it'll be interesting to do that fitting now. I haven't actually looked at it properly, so let's have a quick look. Here we go, Scout A1. So looks slightly less cool. Fewer slots, obviously lower power grid and CPU. So here I'd just downgrade everything initially, just to see what I can get on here. But I probably wouldn't run the suit until I got it to level 3, because I'd be using level 3 normal suits without any extra bonuses if I'm going to do that. The only negative there is you don't get any bonus to the cloak fitting, which is obviously quite useful. So here I'd put on a scrambler rifle. I'd probably keep the toxin if I could, so I'd try fit that on there. Then I'd go for the basic armor rep. Although when you're at this level, it's probably better to go for something a bit better if you can. So what I do initially with these kind of fits is I start with everything being basic, except on this fit I would go for a complex profile dampener, again just to help there. And then you've got the basic cloak, the remote explosives, which are also basic anyway, or inherently should I say, and then a grenade. But what I'd probably prefer to do with this is either upgrade the weapon or the tank. So if we upgrade the tank, for example, to enhanced, still leaves us some nice space, and then you've still got a bit more armor, and I'd also upgrade the shields actually potentially to enhanced. So that leaves you with a better buffer on the shield than you would otherwise have. Let's see if we can fit an enhanced the CRW. No, way too much CPU usage. Maybe we can upgrade the enhanced to an enhanced armor rep. No, also too much CPU. And grenade will definitely be too much. So that's the kind of fit I would use for that. And I'm sure that would work well, but I'm not really going to test it myself because it's not what I want to do. So well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this interesting. Just a quick sneak peek into my current fittings, and if you prefer to use a different fitting, you know, please post in the comments below to let me know why, what sort of tactics or when you use it, and that'd be really cool to know. Nice to see what other people are doing, and if you use protofits.com, for example, please put the link there so other people can also like, just go and see it. That'd be really cool. Awesome. Thanks guys for watching. Please remember to like, favorite and subscribe. That'd be really much appreciated. Thanks guys. Bye.